So I've never really understood holding winning to a criteria level. I think the only year it kind of even somewhat made sense was a couple years ago with Scotty, just because of the level of play from the rookies wasn't as high as it's been now. Like, I just want to get y'all thoughts on like how y'all feel about that. I've been hearing that a lot recently with the winning argument for Chet, where he's on the winning team.
It's this premise and this premise alone. It has nothing to do with the actual winning part, Keshawn. What it has to do is with he has to play well for that team to be successful, and he has to play a certain role. He's never wilted in this role whatsoever. He's actually thrown some other things on top of the other stuff that we thought we were going to just ask him to do.
Yeah.
So it's not about the circumstances of winning, it's how you're flourishing in the role, where usually rookies are just out there like, hey man, go out and score points and see what you can do and hopefully win some games. But no, Chet is in a specific situation, and I actually think he should get some credit, not just for the winning, it's for what you have to do for this team to be successful, and you're doing it at a level where now you're at the top of the West. So it's like I said, it's not the winning, it's what he's doing with inside the winning.
I think, as far as I'm concerned, it's just like another category, another thing you have to factor in, because like if I'm looking at players on the floor and one player is clearly contributing to winning basketball and the other player is not contributing to winning basketball at all but putting up better stats, I'm gonna lead towards the player contributing to winning basketball. But when the player who is not necessarily contributing to winning basketball isn't doing so because his coach has decided I'm going to run a power forward at the point guard position to start the year, and then as soon as we start running what semblance of a real offense, Victor starts, I'll just be more straight up with it, and Victor starts looking like a real NBA player, it's a different conversation to a certain extent, because like I get that Chet was contributing to winning basketball because he was put in that spot. However, Victor was put in a spot where experimentation was what was important, and he also has gotten better in that spot, like we're working the way you'd like him to. So I think it's just like something you have to think about, but it shouldn't necessarily be the deciding factor in the vote. Because you have to think, like, what if you switch them teams? What is Victor doing with OKC right now if he's on that team? What does he do to help winning basketball in that style of role? I think he probably does worse, realistically, but it's still a fact.
I think it's also kind of lazy prognostication on other people's parts when they say, oh, he's contributing to winning. You know, if you're saying that he's doing that, no, really Shea is doing that. You know, it's the collective is doing that. But his specific part in it is mentally important.
Is bringing positive value towards winning. Like, without his defense, that OKC team is entirely different. So you have to like value in that factor that's absolutely contributing to winning.
All right, my question was answered.